What up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. It has been a minute, a month-ish. So coming back from Japan, we went straight to SEMA. SEMA was crazy. It was great. And right up to the point where I got my camera bag stolen and lost everything. So all my footage from Japan, all my footage from SEMA, all of that gone. So we're starting fresh right now. New camera and new outlook, hopefully more consistent on YouTube. So I'm going to be trying that here at the office at Toprank. It is late. I am waiting on a transporter as per usual, but there's so much to catch you guys up on. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what is new. So we're at the desk, got my energy drink. Shout out Dustin Williams for the Ghost. And first thing we'll notice is no Steve. So this was Steve's desk formerly, and he is out. So Steve, I miss you, my dude. Best of luck at Haggerty with your new career, but this is a lonely, sad desk to come back to every day. But things are ever changing here, and we'll move into the warehouse where we've got some big news. Flicker these lights on. We are going to make our way right around the garage, past the 400R, to some things we've been working on. One of the first things you'll notice are these 911s. We get some lights turned on in here. So, not typically known as a Porsche dealer here, but I've been pushing for it. I've been begging Yaska to let me do it. We're getting some 911s. This is a 4,000 kilometer 993 turbo. And we've got another 993 turbo on the way, but right here, a roof RT12R. I am hyped about this car. It is super, super rare. I've never seen one in person. They're incredibly rare. 13 of these cars. So you can see you got the swoops there, carbon fiber blade, roof wheels, the RT12R badging on the back. It's manual. Nice leather seats. Got the roof wheels with the roof brakes. 997 generation. I'm hyped about this car. I love it. And we'll be listing it soon. Trying to figure out what to do with it auction-wise or whatnot. But this is part of the future of Toprank. The 911s, I love them. Lots of other people love them. Hopefully they love them enough to buy from us if we have cool ones. And so far, I'd say we're on the right track. Brings us to our next car, the 400R. This car for me was, I mean, a halo car, I guess you could say. It's insane. I've never seen one in person. I love this car, and I've been looking forward to finding one for Toprank for a long time. And when this one finally came up and we were able to get it, I was ecstatic. It was a lot of money. It was more than we'd ever spent on a car before, but I really, really knew I wanted to go after it, and I was super confident that I could sell it. And it has been tumultuous, to say the least, maybe. We had a little heartbreak early on with COVID. We couldn't go see the car after we had bought it, so we were really reliant on some friends of mine to go check out the car, make sure that it was at least there. We bought it totally sight unseen, and then had to wait until it turned 25 years old and store it in another country, even to bring it here before we could lay eyes on it, months and months and months after having paid for the car already. When it came in, it was spectacular. It was everything that we hoped it would be. I mean, what is not to love about this car? It's incredible. It's straight out of Gran Turismo, out of every video game player's dream car garage. I loved it from the moment that I saw it, and to this day, it is the best looking R33 GTR I've ever seen in my life, hands down. Selling this thing has been tricky, not for want of other people wanting the car. I mean, we've had so many inquiries on this car, so many people that have been blown away by the price, and some people that thought it would be more. And right away, early on, we found a buyer for this car, and it was like a dream scenario. It was somebody that I had a great relationship with, that we all had a great relationship with, and I'm sure a lot of you know, and they were doing just incredible things in the car community. And I was so hyped that this car was going to be a part of their collection. And in the long run, things just didn't work out on the deal with this car and with them and where they were going and where things ended up. So we held on to the car, and we've had it for the last year and haven't really done anything with it, as we tried to figure out what the next move was for the car. And as soon as we saw one go up at auction and set like a world record price at auction, we knew right away maybe it was time to list it. So I put it on the website and went straight to work, and it wasn't long after that we found a super cool buyer. Cars like this are like really, really special and super unique. I would prefer, if at all possible, that a car like this goes to somebody that's super cool, that is going to treat the car properly, that is going to, you know, respect it and show it, and not just wrap it and tuck it away somewhere, which that's fine, but this is the only one in the country. So it's kind of cool if it goes to somebody that's willing to show the car, let other people see it, or bring it out to an event, even if it's only from time to time. That was what was cool about what we thought the original buyer would do. When that didn't work out, I was nervous about who might buy it, but I found somebody who's totally perfect for the car, who's gonna use it, who's gonna bring it out, who's gonna show it. And even though it's not staying in this state for now, I hope other people are gonna get to enjoy it and see it the same way that we did. If you don't know, the 400R is, well, this one of 40 documented cars. It's car number 29. There's allegedly 44 built, but 29 confirmed. There's some really, really cool features on this thing. It's got the 400R hood, 400R front bumper. It has unique badging along with some carbon pieces here that actually are functional for diverting air. It's got the iconic Nismo LMGT1 wheels. These wheels are super, super sought after for any GTR. You see lots of guys with 32s, 33s, even 34s that have them, 350Zs like Steve's, and but they all came from the 400R. This was the car that got them. This is the car that really brought those wheels onto the scene, and it is an iconic look. It has the 400R stripe, and one thing that I've always loved, and I don't even know if this is intentional, but it looks like an exclamation mark. And for me, this 400R was a huge exclamation mark on my career of selling these kind of cars, because where do you even go from here? Inside the car, you have the 400R steering wheel. You've got R32 GTR style seats with Nismo logo stitched into it. It's got the red stitching kind of throughout. Overall, pretty common look about the interior of this car. Inside, you've got the 400R cluster that goes to 320 kilometers with the 400R on the dash. And underneath the hood, things start to get really special. This is actually an RB28. So it's an RB26, but it is a 2.8 liter bore, and it is a Rannick built engine. It sounds really interesting, almost like a kicking. When we first got this car, we thought maybe something might have been wrong with it, until we talked to somebody that used to work at Rannick that told us that's actually totally natural for that. The titanium strut tower bar is a $10,000 piece now if you want to find one. And these actually came factory rather than a factory airbox on the 400R. Right here you have the Nissan Motorsports VIN and plate showing that it is a 400R and chassis number 29. Overall, this car is so incredible, and maybe currently the biggest feather in my cap of cars that I've been able to work with and been able to sell. And like I said, I don't know where it goes from here. I mean, maybe an N1, maybe a Z-Tune, maybe, I don't know, NSXR. So many cool things that we hope to find and be able to sell one day here at Toprank, because that is what it is all about. This is just one more car in the grand scheme of things. This is not the end goal. It is really just the start of us finding these rare, super unique cars bringing them to the United States, and finding really, really cool owners to love them as much as we do. There's a few other things going on. Personally, for me, the Supra is hopefully going under the knife at Gretty to get those top mount twins that I've been dying for. And the R32 GTR is getting a little bit of work done, getting ready for Nissan Challenge again next year, which will be starting after the new year. And I'm really looking forward to being back on the track with that car, getting better and better and better. And I just am hyped to improve as a driver. The car is great. I love the car. I just don't love how I drive the car, and I'm gonna work super hard on that this year. So for now, that is everything that's going on at Top Rank. Bye, Steve. I love you. I miss you. Bye, 400R. I love you. I'm going to miss you. Supra and R32 are gonna get better from here. I'm going home for Christmas, and after Christmas, I'm going back to Japan with Dustin, Yaska, and the boys, and we are going to have one hell of a trip, and I'm gonna YouTube it, and I'm not gonna lose my camera this time. See you guys in the next one.